The Cotswold Way runs through the English countryside. We're on a 164 kilometre or 103 mile walk from Chipping Camden to Bath.
Hi everyone, welcome to Cache Walks.
Today we're going out on a very rainy day in Winchcombe to have a look around at some really interesting places. We've been walking on the Cotswold Way for 2 days and we have a day zero today in Winchcombe. Two reasons. One, we weren't sure of our fitness and just how high, up and down the way would be, and we were thinking if it's, if the first 2 days are really tough, we need a break. But the other reason was to have a good look around Winchcombe because there's such neat things to see here. So come and have a look with us, and there's some geocaches we hope to find.
Max Adventure has booked us in here at the Lion Inn for 2 nights. We'll head in for breakfast. Lynn's gone in before us to order. We're both having a full English breakfast with smoky, streaky bacon, sausage, black pudding, fried egg, roasted mushroom, vine tomato, hash brown, baked beans, toast, yum.
Breakfast over, let's head on out.
It's a bit rainy this morning. We're heading out to find a site of a meteorite hitting the ground here in Winchcombe.
Just before 10 p.m. on the evening of the 28th of February 2021, a piece of meteorite hit the ground on a driveway of a house here, with other pieces landing in the fields over a wide area.
It's quite rainy today. Looks like we're going to struggle with the weather a little bit. It's like it's set in for quite some time. Looks like a nice suburb, Lynn. Oh, it's on the driveway of this house where the red car is that the Winchcombe meteorite hit the ground.
Here's where it landed. The owners of the property had a plaque installed next to the impact site. We didn't want to walk on their property, so the zoom lens on Lynn's camera came in handy. A piece of the driveway was cut out and is in the British Museum in London. Here's a photo of the impact. The triangular piece is in the Winchcombe Museum. We'll head back into town and call into the museum to see it, but first we have some other interesting things to see along the way.
Looks like an interesting garden over on the right there, Lynn.
Bunny rabbits.
The kids would like this.
Yes.
Look at that. Isn't that cool? I can see a fox, lots of rabbits,
Hedgehogs.
otters. Okay, let's move on. In the town of Winchcombe there's a blue plaque, like the ones in London. And we're going down to see if we can find it, because it's got quite an interesting background to it. I think people watching will find that quite interesting, don't you, Lynn? We've just got to navigate to it. Google Maps is finding a way through the town for us. We've got to find Mill Lane. That's where the blue plaque is.
Got to try and keep my phone covered up.
Need a rain cover for it.
We've got one at home.
Yeah, that happens, doesn't it? Oh, corner cupboard Winchcombe. That looks like a nice restaurant. Oh no, corner cupboard in. Yeah, cool place. So it's got a nice door decoration here. Damn house. The cottage. A lot of them have names. Poppy Cottage over on the far side there. Looks like there's a church in the distance, Lynn. Do you think that could be the one where the church micro is?
Oh, could be.
Okay, well after we filmed the blue plaque, we'll head over to see if we can find the micro. Okay, I can see Mill Lane to the right up there, Lynn. Now, maybe number 16 is where the blue plaque is. Just have to wait for the car to go past. Yeah. Christopher Meteorite. In 1662 he documented how to put fizz into sparkling wine.
Meteorite was the first person to deliberately create a sparkling wine via the addition of sugar. There was a problem with doing this. The French were producing wine and shipping it to England, but the bottles would often explode. The English invented a bottle strong enough so that they could deliberately induce a secondary fermentation in wine without the risk of blowing up the bottle. These shaft and globe bottles are strong enough to contain the pressure of a second fermentation. The English are again making sparkling wine, and we're going to try a bottle tonight at dinner in the Lion Inn.
Okay, here's the cache at this church. I hope it is. It's a really nice looking church.
I think it is. It's well, the cache is 100 metres away, and that's about right, isn't it?
Yep. That's about right. Right, let's head off to it.
Okay.
Off we go. Wow, cool looking church.
The church tower is worth a look. Some people say that Henry VIII decreed that church clocks should be blue with gilt, or it could be just a way for clockmakers to make their clocks different from those of their competitors. Blue is associated with the Virgin Mary, who was highly revered in England during the medieval period. The gilded weathercock was placed here in 1874.
Here's St Peter's Church, Winchcombe. I'm going to go up and have a look in. Church is open. Welcome. Please feel free to come in and look around. That's very cool. Oh, another wonderful church.
It pays to take your time in these beautiful old churches, as there are interesting things everywhere. This altar cloth is thought to have been stitched by Queen Catherine of Aragon during her stay at nearby Sudeley Castle. The inner sections of the cloth are made from vestments dated between 1380 to 1390. This is a wooden pour box on a pedestal. It's thought to be 450 years old and is sealed by 3 padlocks. The memorial to Sir Thomas Williams, showing him kneeling at his prayer desk, with space on the left of the memorial for his wife, but she's not there. Lady Williams remarried, and in her will expressed the wish to be buried with her second husband. Here are 2 Saxon coffins. These were unearthed during excavations on the site of Winchcombe Abbey, and are thought to have contained the bodies of King Kenelm of Mercia and his son, the boy saint, Saint Kenelm. Visitors can add a pin to show their hometown. Okay, we're off to get the cache, 27 metres away.
Okay.
I don't know.
What's it saying?
I don't know, it's all over the place.
Well, how far away are we from it?
9 metres, 10 metres. Okay, we're at ground zero now.
Okay,
Have a
let's
look.
keep your eye out for the cache. Can you see it? Ah, stone wall. Ah, hold on. There's a drain pipe here. I wonder if it's behind that. Keep looking. Can you see it? Ah, there it is. Nice little hide. Okay, a nice Write in the Rain logbook. And and we need to sign the log. Right, we're going around to find the bullet holes in the church. Alright, there's the wall. Let's have a look.
Okay, bullet hole here. Another one here, I think. Yeah, if you look carefully, you can see a few.
There you can see it. One there. Possibly another one.
This is where they were standing when they were shot.
Lots of grotesques along the wall here, aren't there? They look awesome.
These are often confused with gargoyles. Gargoyles have water spouts passing through them and are part of the drainage system of a church roof. These grotesques are here just to ward off evil. Half of the grotesques represent demons. The rest are possibly caricatures of local dignitaries from the 15th century.
So we're off to the museum now to see the Winchcombe Meteorite.
Right. Yeah, that should be fun. Apparently they got some of the pieces there. Yeah.
Right, here's the museum. Upstairs to the meteorite display. The Winchcombe meteorite originated from the asteroid belt between Mars and Jupiter. It's from the beginnings of the solar system 4.6 billion years ago, predates the Earth itself. Asteroids played a key role in delivering the ingredients needed to kickstart oceans and life on the early Earth. It contains water similar to that found on Earth. An interesting display all about the impact. It's getting late and we still have Sudeley Castle to explore.
Sudeley is the only privately owned castle to have a Queen of England buried in its grounds. Still raining. The allotments here look to be well cared for.
Here we are at the entrance. Looks like the old gatehouse up in front of us.
We are sort of getting used to filming in the rain. Our travel umbrella helps keep raindrops off the lens and water out of the radio mic receiver on top of the GoPro. Tickets purchased, we'll head to the main house and its chapel. There's the house away in the distance. Now, how do we get there? We will come back to look at the garden and its wonderful sculptures, but closing time is close, so we must hurry.
There's the castle up the front, in front, folks. Sorry about the rain on the lens, it's coming directly at the camera. There we go. Wow, that looks nice. That's the chapel, and the big house is over the hedge there.
Here we are, found the entrance.
This wonderful stained glass window shows Henry IV's coat of arms with the red rose of Lancaster. The 6 wives of Henry VIII. Catherine Parr, the last wife of Henry VIII. It's Catherine who brought us to Sudeley, as she's buried here in the grounds of the chapel we passed on the way in. The only Queen of England buried on privately owned land. A lock of her hair. another lock of hair taken when her coffin was opened in the 1700s.
One of her teeth also taken when her coffin was open. Queen Anne Boleyn also stayed here at Sudeley Castle. While here, she was shocked to learn that the blood of Christ held at Hales Abbey was nothing more than duck's blood replenished by the monks through a series of pipes. We can look out at the ruined East Range, once home to Sudeley Castle's royal apartments and used by Catherine Parr. The house is closing, so let's head over to the chapel of St Mary to see the grave of Queen Catherine. A little bit of a puddle here. The location of her grave was lost but rediscovered in the ruins of this chapel in 1782. The lead coffin had her name inscribed on the top. It has been opened at least 7 times over the years. During these various openings of the coffin, fragments of Catherine's dress, locks of hair and a tooth have been collected. The coffin was last moved in 1861 to its final location here in the now fully restored chapel, under this carved marble canopy. This window depicts the murder of Thomas Becket. A young knight connected to Sudeley was one of those responsible for his death at Canterbury Cathedral. A last look at this beautiful chapel.
Hey, we're off to get the geocache now. It's 200 metres away.
Good. We're getting a little distracted by Sudeley's lovely gardens. Here's Sudeley's Sculpture Safari. Here's the Poisonous Plants and Drugs Garden. And here's the Scented Garden. What's that smell of?
Nothing much.
Now where's that geocache?
Okay, it says black magnetic glow down. Can you see the cache?
Now back into Winchcombe for dinner at the Lion Inn. We're trying an English sparkling wine made in the way champagne is made in France.
Cheers.
It's very nice, better than some champagnes we've had. These sparkling wines have won gold medals and trophies in all of the leading national and international wine competitions. Coates and Seeley's wines are on the ancient chalk downlands of Hampshire in southern England. The chalk soils and southern facing slopes make it the perfect location. I'm having trout.
It's the first time I've had champagne with fish and chips. Yum.
Well, that brings us to the end of our cache walk here in Winchcombe. We're glad we had a day zero. We were pretty tired, and it's been a wonderful look around this lovely town. So thanks for watching.
And don't forget to go geocaching.